What's up everyone, it's Mr. Mixed Up here and welcome back to another video. But before we get into this video, I just want to tell you something. I'm sorry for not completing the 4 videos in one day marathon that I promised for 100 subscribers. I mean, I tried my best. I nearly got to it. I got to 3 videos, but at least I got 3 videos in one day. And here is the video that was supposed to be the 4th video. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed, the 100 subscriber, now the 110th, and everyone from the first to the last, to the latest subscriber. I want to thank you all. We've hit 100, I believe 110 subscribers now, and that is massive. So I want to thank everyone who subscribed. But now let's get to this video, which was supposed to be the 4th video in the marathon. The UCL, the Champions League group stage predictions for the 2019-20 season. Starting off, we have Club Brugge from Belgium, Galatasaray, Paris Saint-Germain, and Real Madrid. So in this group, it's pretty much obvious who is gonna go through: Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid. Personally, it's not like, it's just my opinion. I think PSG are going to top the group and Real Madrid are gonna go through at second. But then we have the battle for who's gonna get to the Europa League spot between Club Brugge and Galatasaray. And personally, I think that it is going to be Club Brugge getting it. They have Mignolet at goal, and they could possibly get Victor Wanyama, and you're like, that's a goal. One of them is a goalkeeper, and one of them is a central defending midfielder. And a central defending midfielder can help in attack, but he's not going to be the majority of the attack. But if they already have Mignolet, if they add Victor Wanyama, they have a good chance. And Galatasaray are a good team, but still, even if Victor Wanyama does not go, Club Brugge, I think, are going to be at 3rd place and Galatasaray at 4th. So PSG and Real Madrid through, and Club Brugge to the Europa League. Group B, I already talked about it in my latest Spurs chat episode. It's Bayern Munich, Olympiacos, Red Star Belgrade, and Tottenham Hotspur. Not because I'm yes, I will support Spurs, but I think that Spurs will top the group. You're like, they lost to Newcastle. How are they going to top the group with people like teams like Bayern Munich in it? But Bayern Munich can have some of their shock losses now and then, and they do though have some star additions like Coutinho. And of course, they have their signature players like Thomas Müller and Manuel Neuer. Although Manuel Neuer is aging, I think he's still a good keeper, a solid keeper. And so I personally think Spurs will top the group and Bayern will go through at 2nd. I don't know though, it could be tight, so I could be wrong very well. But I think Spurs will top the group, because they have the attacking potential, and so do Bayern. But at the same time, like I said, Manuel Neuer is aging, and they do sometimes concede goals in the Bundesliga. They'll give them a risk of a loss, but their attacking players most of the time make up for it. And Lloris is aging too, but for Spurs, you have players like Harry Kane, Lucas Moura, Dele Alli, and you do have good players for Bayern, like I said. But I think Spurs are still going to top the group. Olympiacos do have group stage Champions League experience. Red Star Belgrade are known to cause pressure to the little teams, to the big teams. But I think that they will get the Europa League spot, and Olympiacos will sadly finish in 4th. Moving on to Group C now, not possibly but certainly the easiest group. We got Atalanta, Dinamo Zagreb, Manchester City, and Shakhtar Donetsk. Manchester City is definitely gonna top the group. If they don't get like the full points, they'll just get concede one, like a draw against Atalanta or something. If not, they're gonna get full in. This group is pretty easy. I think the one result maybe that they won't win is maybe a draw against Atalanta or something like that. But I think they do have a pretty good chance at winning every match in the group. But I think Manchester City first, Atalanta second, Shakhtar Donetsk at third, and Dinamo Zagreb at fourth. Moving into the Group D, Champions League round of 16 opponents meet again. Atletico Madrid, Juventus, along with the other opponents, Bayern Leverkusen and Lokomotiv Moscow. I think this is a pretty easy group to predict. First and second is not easy, but I think Juve will get first, Atletico will get second, and Bayern Leverkusen will go to the Europa League, and Lokomotiv Moscow will be fourth. Moving on to Group E, and this is a pretty easy group as well. Liverpool, Napoli, Genk from Belgium, and Red Bull Salzburg, RB Salzburg from Austria, I think it is. I think Liverpool will top this group, the last year's champions. Napoli will go through at second. Salzburg will go through the Europa League, and Genk, sadly for them, they will finish fourth in my opinion. Group F, the group of death. Let's just get this through. Slavia Praha, they may get a draw here and then, but they're gonna finish fourth. Dortmund, in my opinion, that is a tough one. Barcelona are gonna top the group, that's certain, in my opinion, and it's gonna be second and third, the Europa League, and another round of 16 spot between Dortmund and Inter. And you may be like, Inter has Lukaku, and they have a lot of quality players, like Lukaku and Icardi, although he is quite unwanted in the club. But I think that Dortmund, with their quality like Sancho, Paco Alcácer, Marco Reus, I think they will finish at second and take the second Champions League round of 16 spot. And Inter, sadly, for the second time in a row, they will go to the Europa League. I'm sorry, Inter fans. Moving on to Group G now, we've got two groups left: Benfica, Lyon, RB Leipzig, and Zenit. Now this, in my opinion, is one of the most balanced groups, if not the most balanced group in this year's Champions League. I think Lyon will get second. Benfica, they will get the Europa League. I mean, Zenit, they do have quality like Malcolm, but then again, you shouldn't count on one player. RB Leipzig are obviously going to finish at first. They got a quality squad apart from Timo Werner. Lyon will finish at second. They do have some quality players like Memphis Depay. I think Benfica, although there was the exit of João Felix, they will get the Europa League. They won't go through the Champions League in my opinion, but they will go to the Europa League, and Zenit will sadly finish at fourth, in my opinion, at least. Moving on to the last group now, we've got Ajax, Chelsea, Lille, and Valencia. Now, this is also a balanced group. Some would say that this is the most balanced group. In my opinion, Chelsea will finish at first. They will top the group, although they have had some poor results, like against Manchester United. Ajax will finish at second. They do have players like Ziyech, but they do not have the quality that they had last year, like De Jong, De Ligt. Third place, I think, is going to be Valencia, because the Valencia are quality, but they're a quality team, but I don't think they're going to be enough quality to finish in the Champions League round of 16 spot. I think they will finish at third and get the Europa League. Lille at last, Chelsea at first, and Ajax at second. Okay guys, that was the video. That was my predictions. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for all the subscribers that subscribed. I hope you enjoyed all the videos that I upload. Peace out.